Every other shama made them say, my train, ya be a better said in command, sir. Now, young in I to the Acoso, America, name Israel, and I feel run for Tim Talk. I see a sea ever. I see a Manugusa make a say no. I'm an above Saka HS, William Shaya. Mr. Susain, a ship, a hold one a year to Mkofa Fango. If it's a man who don't so air banino. Into me, come to me, ama IBP, a whoopee. Nti ye bisa se anye bia ebe kan ye wokwan bi so ana se obanga na ya boye ho asie nti nya de be ha ya dwene se be kan ya fa ngobo no ebetuma kasafie wo fam pa ama Ghana fo ya etofu no ye wa hehan kakra fan ne no na ye bisa se so sa na be gina ana se beti akofam ana se ebe hwira kosoro ana se eden potin na ebesi we ayasamba ko bidi hun komo na fia hwensema wodo a etrason se mampeni mahama state of the nation address no kansema hodo bi eno so ye be hwene de hun komo bi sase so jo kan no le sanete ampa na ene ye be kwa ma no so de di kan ansa madam adwafo adi ewa ha na ye di enkomo Benjamin Ensia executive director Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy yeka fa ho nsami ne ho amane ba wabi wo mu pa nti ye ni komutia wa ye ba na fa bedwafo be kamensa no ya hyase na ye no mo akasa ben so otimeka ye da wase mo adwo e mo akwa baba UTV so
eja mo akwa ba abishafa
ye ge hu wache
dokre bishia
be den kakra krebe ye ben ntokwa ye si ye wo hwe CNN wo hwe international media na yetse say Susan bi anka kokofa oil ewo amiahodan ka etwam no edu ba bi no yesi Iran for asizi ebi no say no kure bi say nya no kure ene niam etisa ebi say santokwa ya ekoso Israel ne Iran ene America for ntamu no etisan ebenya impact o ye fa ngo enhihye dwumadi so ana
no ebenya impact both positive and negative impact but mostly no as Ghana for and positive because revenue flows not any new but the negative aspect there because most of us know finished products at the pump into the main focus on the negative. First of all, no, Ghana import about 30% of the petroleum products. If we area or more contact, we Bank of Ghana report 2024, or say you import 25% of your finished product, diesel, petrol, ATK, LPG. Most of them, 25% they free United Arab Emirates. That United Arab Emirates, you understand if you have an ever that Strait of Hormuz, I can't want 6.3% every Bahrain. And also the first rate of about 30% of product na dey consume no kroma a free area ha na ho neighbor nti neya ntokwasi ho akwasi ho a Iran for threatening say on the block that particular strait no the HN say we are likely going to lose 30% of our import, especially from that market. However, the positive thing is that the buyers and the importers of this product no diversify or more supply sources and identify new sources of supply of these products. The challenge is that identification is a problem and accessibility of these products is a problem. But the challenge is that because of this war, no, a big creating new supply routes, premiums that cost through, insurance that cost through, and a freight is no, a cost the product in the DDC for the money and your Biaba Gruma, but the only said they want a better thing. All the FOB price, no, any premiums, no, in the coming windows, no products, no, more better or Gruma. The product availability, I think the BDC will make sure that we have them, but the price in the beer, the cost of Kakrama.
What can 30% and a fast beer or ever? Now, the can yen free him.
So we on the free be free UK my 23%. Netherlands, which is the ARA area, MI about 11%, and other countries, even Togo Krama 1.4%. Mostly no, the largest source free. The Western market, which is the European market, and the donor free. They are GP free, the West African market, and I said market Nigeria, or more can be free home. In Nigeria, the enemy Western, the enemy, a bit more 70%, but here 100%. The 30%, you know, and America say, BDC for any other suppliers at Casa, especially here, Betol, especially British Petroleum, that's the UK area, no, more increase the supply of this product to West Africa and to Ghana. However, because of the cost of the insurance, the premiums now cost. The product the Kruma, but ne boy and a bed. For example, now may catch you be said, window where MPA you sue $707 per metric, and all the set price of diesel. There's over diesel floor price, I think it's around 11 Ghana to 45 pesos or so. Or the $682 per metric, and I set price of petrol. Over petrol floor price is around 10 Ghana cedis, 46 pesos or so. That is the floor price. That is the minimum price I am putting below. However, in the next windows, because of that, the price of diesel for the first time in about 3 years or 4 years, price of diesel on the international market, flat price, about $1,000 per metric. The idea, only 700 a share go window. They say bonus to 1,000. It is a bonus to 1,000. That is in excess of about 20% of the price of diesel, and that will be factored in incoming windows, and the FOB price. You be factor, Oko petrol so idea this 682 share, the Oko German so I'm 755, almost getting to $800 per metric. This price increment on the international market, aside that, so the higher insurance prices, product, the higher freight cost, product, the FOB price at air cost, which is the international plus prices. Now we have higher premiums. The fortunate thing is that the feed is a bit stable. But these hikes in prices, whether premiums or international plus prices, a cost effect on the city. The city needs to appreciate the and that a problem there, double problem. In the coming windows.
Now, baby, you did free ban 70%, and 30% if you run an important wobano. Ningina boy pay, and around the other a chain, the free other European countries in Ebano.
Mostly the Eastern market is quite cheaper compared to the European market. Because European market most normally aggregate a be free east, normally a bomb ho, and some are control free ho, right? Indeed, Europe no nebo and currently Europe no also depleting its stock because of the Ukraine conflict, or cutting supply from Russia. Or no stock or more rely on or more depleted stock, they will begin to think of serving their market. Na surplus na kano, and as the excess na kano, might thinking of maybe selling to West African income and the Ghanaian market. But in America say yes, maybe some of them like BP and Betol, or maybe gains on beton amayen, but only traders and as importers no better getting commodity. They say Kunintino shape neighbor the shape not a quantity GBR $2 per metric. They say they budget $4 per metric. The insurance near $2 per metric, they budget $4 per metric. So if I'm a premium no CIF no akosro. The products in the west no boarding, but nebo no na new development no so am nebo more. And at the end of the day, because you don't have energy independent and as a petroleum security independent, we still rely on them to get this product. But the price of it now was a Ghana for a praise you almost kono koso ko anima nebo no be the yama until things stabilize. Now I'm a bonus at ever from you.
Na ye dey etu Ghana ha no turn to me and na Miami ye nyusu ha ya.
Surprisingly, ejakora me ka say da bia no your Fourth Republic one of the weakest form of leadership in Ghana's history. Ubi sa question na udi kan ne kora na me Miami senior stigmate yaw di nkomo. O me tia say Ghana has one of the best crude, which is Brent 2 plus. And Brent 2 plus to betima refining, Central betima refining, Aquaba betima refining, Platinum betima refining. The only challenge is that policymakers integrate upstream to our downstream. The end is that the to the Chroma no cotton MRBR South Africa, and as cotton Nigeria, and as some of the oil trading companies via BP and Avitor. Now, unfortunately, ya former more you know ya sa cotton product the amateur set on refining, and as cotton Central so refining. So to betima refining a product. It just has to be policy decision. aban na also say baby ye do no ye pese energy self sufficient. Ye pese self reliant on our energy security. So the petroleum sector, unfortunately for us no, ye two products be okroma. Ti say two be okroma dia. Mra bi na wo say sesa na GMPC e de mato mani na nimu a. Ye sesa samra no. Se mra bi na wo say sesa na ana petroleum agreements ni bi na wo say renegotiate with some of the IOCs are. Ye ni omo renegotiate with IOC so that omo output no ana omo share of production no omo betimi dia ma sent you omo betimi dia ma akwa omo betimi dia platon ama na refine. So this has to do with the Minister of Finance and also the Minister of Energy and Green Transition and the government itself. So very, very intentional and very committed to solving this problem. Oh yeah, at least so we'll be able to refine our own products to push them into the local market.
And for now, yeah, no, to me, Nani, I just say a Tom Mancrophobia, we are San Cocotaba Nani.
Sana TCC.
Baby. Ben, but that's Bobby Jina Soma Kakra. So when you're me point, I'm doing in upon why. Benjamin Insia and the Executive Director at the Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy. And the no Edin Community say, as Rekoraka say, you two fang no Ghana ha, near Kotoma, a mindful for near San Kotoma for no, so near Sandy Abania Berry no, I to a bit with our director. No, it be technicalities be uma, no she de Nimune, Yintino, Yabeshe. Anyway, Yamna studio near Ninkomo, and then one more, a sansa quiet policy, Tino. Abanya hodo no NSSA ye hodo mo responsible efasa asimo honti and this ama yokundimu no omato omosuma de ladem abiyu se womra embassy womana no timi benkum so pe no na Benjamin Sare nso MPP for so one say wono nso womra na womesi womanan me mama kwaba ada masenso ene momre abi wuna muna mo abem sisi yo na we akoko bayi what be ni samo kan yi
matepa
aha ye ye ndai
ja ma menchia na me boy wa waso ne juma pa wo de bo Ghana man na menchia me nua Johnson in fact eja America for ni Israel for ni Iran for ko we die me meka ne say because of the lives are amanfo o mo hwiri o mo nkwa no mechanism and can pay some for better monk because the era in which we are getting into, this is not the time of the things that we need to be hearing. And I just look at how people are losing their life and now superpowers in tea. I will just condemn it. Say a corner cost with the and say a people are in danger. By that we are asking that whether it will affect our economy. You say most of the things now you did my way from my neighbor and even though the shipping lines how Iran one of your more fans and Bagana. This is a test to rat, a test to the NDC government. Eja my main country or say authority say we have people who are who knows how to handle the hem of affairs of this country. We know how the economy were messed up before they handed over to the NDC. And I know the kind of person that Ghanaians voted for. I know the kind of person that Ghanaians voted for. John Dramani Mahama is a problem solver. Problem number. And I bet you that John Dramani Mahama will fix this problem. And the NPA at the Babon catcher they say everything is under control. The NPA is doing their best to make sure say a cool system no a Gina Brani to make sure say how people were blaming the economy on Russia and Ukraine war no a BNC. And I'm betting you, because I know the kind of person that we voted for. It's
not about knowing the kind of person we voted for. It's that kind of reality.
You know.
That we are. As somebody said, they can't go in the young. Yet in some baby say, "Mine, baby, I know one in yet. You better fix your belly say so. You will never be a course." Ukraine, Russia, COVID by any who say. Sana some how the economy near strong, and strong
of course.
It's Sana will suck a coba. I'm not candidate. We say be an entity.
And we be painting America's as because we're in this country when you saw our energy sector, how our energy sector was in the map. John Dramani Mahama, Seed of the Nation address, that was 2015. If you Seed of the Nation address, no more the hazard no more. Page 3, paragraph 1. Okay, say we were here before in the 90s. Not doing so on for the generator and Ketebano. We were there in the 90s. But for me, John Dramani Mahama, I'm a problem solver and I will make sure I'll fix the problem. I don't know yet anywhere in the I'm married, Aka Power near the buying that was John Dramani Mahama and San Wijuma. So problem I am telling you, say everything is under control. This is what we are called the problem solver. This is the reason why we voted for John Dramani Mahama. It's a kind of phobia and come to whether the fuel sector, whether in our commodities, anything I'm telling you, say we know the kind of person that we voted for. We know the kind of economic management team that we have. You see, look at it. Look at how inflation was about 50-something%, and then you can say inflation about 3.3%. It means the economy nation is zero. He knows what he's doing. We are never coming to joke with Ghanaians.
Okay.
We told Ghanaians that we are coming to make sure we manage the economy so well. And I'm telling you, Energy Minister Babonte, my ETSN, and say, I think today, say everything is under control. Ghana phone in now come to me. I'm forced to say some of the plants will be shut down because of this Iraq so our power shortage because you say Kappa wana John Dramani Mahama de ba enewo American de na we Kumasi na podiba Kumasi ni nano. Most of them were filled by the fuels anamebwa. So they are afraid say oh enche bia obo wana dum so biamba. We know. That is why the government is open. It's a finding idea, bra. Yes, senior energy expert, the idea or the beautiful ideas. When you say you thought that way, this is the time that we need to be. We see when we say reality, neighbor. This is the time that you focus on our indigenous industries. It's not Mahama Mayeti say Debbie. What by the tour, the benefit yourself tour are revamping. And I'm telling you today, Tour Lankanda and the NPP era, they wanted to sell me Jacob now, and then make us say, when you say tour is working. Is working fully under the NPP era, and then they wanted to even sell tour, and then I can say tour is working. These are some of the things that we need.
It's say and somewhere Benjamin Siaka about 30% in the free baby sa
enclave no eba
and omo so nerfo.
Yeah.
70% in if you are about free and some more akokosone so de abreye. Enti wo come ya ti ase say
talk a bit ma take you over the 30%.
All right.
How they are working so hard.
They can yonko.
Do you know what I'm saying this? We know when our dollar was. And then you can say how much is our dollar?
These are the tests. Benjamin sorry. Ukraine COVID Ukraine tokwa buy ni hu say na Ghana ya dampan ye ho fire pa initially e force bibia you okay to say sasa mu BBC ye say dey asie no na the ladder we can also o mayi nsuro bibia be you okay wo so sana hu na so hu say BBC
oja kwabra menchia osonko na menchia ahwefo ne etiefo a omo agebre ehwe ye numre menkase ene dia o dressing no ekoyie papa
share many brabre wo hu
why you
me dan say
aha Ghana no
agina hu
agina yie papa we o si abokuli hat
wo hu la no
ma ugina on la so papa ya baba me fa kwanya isina me we she minu aba akwa ene na oda haji abarikisu ijusu aka Rasta Queen o Trobu constituency ade a obono homodin ye wo party no pa nti ba bia obi agya barikisu ma happy birthday yankopon nhyira na onye wa koma so ade nyina mfama ja kwabra na papa mu sene wo kan ye dia enuan mo wa bam ama ya assurance no se ne AC wo US ne Iran ene ada war zones aka ye susu se ebenya nsunsan so obi wo Ghana so no. In fact, boldly, omo amiati asese yeda yenda because enya dia na ye koso no e be affect Ghana in any way. So you say obomochichi efri nsu ase be ka kire say denche mu awua. Yenyi na chinyi. Me ne hwan a me wo opposition na government aka say niema no na ye koso no enya dia be affect ye na maba be gi achi say e be ba affect wo man. So yeah, that assurance na omode amaye no yejitum na ye mpese ochene bi no ebekwa akosesa na akwaye bibi foforo na ye bompaye se ne nua na eka no I think say ye nyina wo mamu ha de ehu say fan wo no your friends oil no e ade akofem yie pa so we all expecting say at that time no e bi Ghana benya akokuduro no ne anya sika na ya to bi egu ho se ne ebe ya ekosoro kura na ye ha na ye ho nkyere ye bebiri but assurance aban no de amaye no ye gitum na before then minua na kasam no say please o make statement be say omo ba no omo beto inflation of 54% ade a enye no kre ni kwa say minua no etena fidi kese so eja kwa branti adwam na wo be ka say inflation was 54%, which is factual inaccuracy. I don't want to say minua no odi ntro ade a enye no kre because time wa wo be beji akonya no na inflation ye 23%. Nti wunti me kan kire ye say wo ba beji akonya no na inflation ye 54%. Enye no kre. Na ofa so wo hwe Irana enema bi a Ghana import wo ho no enya de a se ne minua ne ka mejutum se enya de a be affect ye bebre because we from 2023 up to 2025 enema pa ya kra free Iran perfumes and cosmetics.
Okay.
Enema pa
2020
from 2023 ekopem 2025 enema Ghana akra pa yenyes ehuska almost $143 million ya kra free on mo aban perfumes ne shoe ne macaroni ne spaghetti enema ya kra free on no
na yanka crude oil flow yanka oil flow
5%.
So na ben na 30% in the credit free
no,
Ghana.
5%. In the other countries na and to kwane koso no and so take it 25%.
Yeah, okay. But then nam kwankro na
so o share ne 5% no and the 30% na affect yes and your minua na can because we were able to cater for you bet me a cater for so 30% lost no send your minua na can so o share o deduce na o share and near my potia ye kra free one ma say we oil ni free mu a ni aka ni nyina ye niam bi ase ye nya kra na we can still manage as a country affect ye bibie enti no ye gitum na enya de be affect ye minua naka ye de ye ma Ghana 40 ase say Russia Ukraine war no ya de a enya nsunsun aso ne covid no enya nsunsun aso pa wo mai so eja kwabra no kure mu pa no say ye se ye pese ye ka no kra ni esi no eyade ebenye nsunsanso wo man no so but you know why because of covid Russia Ukraine war yenuanum ka say enye nsunsanso bia wo man no so na ye nanado danko akufuado ene ni ministers because of their incompetence and ama ye duru ba bia ye duru no na ma ye mfa nkonkoshe Russia Ukraine war enunti they don't have the balls to say eye ne ekoso sesi ya no ebenye nsunsanso wo man no so Nigeria kwabna what me no tia say 30% of crude oil yenya free one ma ye ba beti free Ghana country afi na ye fefe ye nyini na say ya 30% free ye economy no mu a me nua na say enya nsunsanso bia ye da omo ase ye de ye free say baabi a ye duro no de ke betime enya nsunsanso but what their measures are almost omo de agu kwam no enya de ebenya nsunsanso a ye da omo ase yes stress omo make sure say omo nsem na omo aka no nso no omo de be yadwuma ye mpe situation e be kwa akoduru baabi no na atene na afi ne omo ba be kan bibi fo fracture ye gitum ye mpese ye no omo ba di akinyi wo e na omo nso no omo na agina bibi so because omo na wa bem ntini omo aka no ye bompa ye say e betimi ato aso sa a enya nsunsanso bia e wo ye so se ne be ya Ghana ankasa na yebetimi afa ye ntema perfect ye gitum bibi anywhere betimi
enti Benjamin Sia wo hwe okoye ekoso ye nim se be wie kira sa chinachi me hu mitie NPA pani ana digital maklo ama ne kansa anya hwe kura no obeye na wo hwe beye 9 ku num ku nsia fa nwo wo ho a si ankra bi mpo ama ebetumi ayusu wo gidi say possible say you betumi sustain ho ato that time no ana say so okunu ko danimu a ebanwe ne say e de akere yen
me did say ebenya product because even the European market cry imported to go free in February 2022 Russia Ukraine conflict no crash starting a products buy this is 70% free European market which includes even Russia not a corner shot in Ukraine. It means your product buyer. It means that you have your product number. But the person is the price no. Now two, I'm a person the count. You see, sometimes your politicians kasa no credit na can, but no credit can. We have to give details. so that no credit BCP. Normally, what you say, Ghana, 5 weeks stock, 4 weeks reserve. Sometimes we bring say or my Ghana and the water reserve. The case of my Ghana, the states or state entities, and I say buying companies and the all reserve, no, because Obinzu Yemuno Yetia 12 pesos per liter the map post. Say on keep strategic reserve. But reserve by a private individual, and I say BDC for Omunya buying company, and Cran Jumano, and no more Matimi Anya Akumapa or dog any pepper, Eddie Amo my Ghana say, Obama Ghana and Co. and here Muda, and you know, on the reserve store. Sabi this for Omunji 12 pesos per liter review. Omunji Sigabi and Fiabayo. But Omunti and the MP bit Mabakato say, your 5 weeks of reserve. Indeed, I make say NDC and MPP almost of a problem the other. And I heard one of them say, we are managing. We should stop managing and solve. Right? Then I said we are managing. It sticks into our philosophy. And let's solve. Why is it that a boss I 212 pesos only strategic stop? Because the establishment they say the entire building storage facilities are across the country, from AP, the Afram Plains Depot, to Bolga, to Bupe, to Manuata, Japan, to Takradi. Depots are building money on reserve stock, so that you said that you piano a cool bit mercy. You said that you piano will bet my baby, my bit my Nasas, Prenudrua, Nedian Kawono, or push the Abama Kidinamenukas or zero. Both has they have zero product.
Oh.
Almost zero product. In the name of strategic reserve, boss, it was zero. Name of 12 pesos per liter on the build-up. So you get it. Politicians are not solving anything. Until a BDC for and private importers in the area, and no more import the grade. You can then you know use. So you're standing in a about somebody be some private sector. No, the moment of Omonaya Dum, Abeji every day. And I believe that the Bank of Ghana is making dollars available to this private sector. On the cost of your product in the Yaba, 30% we can get them from other markets, but the Yankan who said Nibono Nebay Kruma. Jinibon Bed and also the high Kruma, because at the end of the day it will affect your industries and also affect your household, especially poverty allegations at the household level. And if the more and want to start here, now inflation so it costs and also leads to other boomerang effects in the economy. So yeah, my energy hence no energy self-reliant, especially petroleum downstream self-reliant. You ensure energy security, accessibility, availability, and affordability of the product. Mr. are buying, or you won't see being free the air cost you move because econo ain't neither. Say Iran China, that is Saudi Arabia do become. A constant oil in free, but to quite a nyada. The young mom modern said, you be my toe a year to man.
Okay. All right.
Because now, I mean, look at the toll, refining or refining, and yet the obedient or refining, and or refining less than 10,000 barrels a day. One store has a capacity to do 45,000, even capacity to do almost 60,000 barrels a day. I don't think I am rich to look. I don't think I am money. If you are committed to ensuring that one energy security, petroleum downstream security, you must told Nyajuma, yet, your money Nyajuma. Yeah, Juma, I mean, I could talk about your money, so I am because we have insulated ourselves from some of these external shocks.
Benjamin Samadasi. That's Papa, you Benjamin Insia. Honorary Executive Director at the Emma Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy. And I know Edin Komo. The far way as soon as I beat me about. Any a wholesome somewhat. Chile say, Yakase Bost. Woman reserve back Okrada. The Ankram Reserve when I a dear boy and fans. Na a summer no shipan. I mean, say. Yeah, because I didn't come back with Chile, Papa. Panty 5 weeks day will be go. Now, Mosabe and Nebenya be account. And when they are somewhere who here, a situation, you can was some. You bet you the 1 minute to be up upon that. Nothing. You call Sambia Mampene Kokaye, Sunano, briefly now. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, a cool idea. Me and the culture was there is no way it's going to affect the nation. we are putting good measures in place. In fact, good measures. Measures are be mobile or multi-million putting in place. That is what the NDC government is putting in place. In fact, Eja, this is the time for we should make sure we rebuild industries that egu under Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Osimaye. We should rebuild all of them. 30% we can be producer and then the store is working. And I'm telling you, that will make sure 30%, why producer my. And I believe in it. The president is also making sure they will find the resource store to make sure they come mandate, while executing. And I'm promising you, Tor is going to make sure the come mandate by executing. Who are buying the train. This is some of the things that they're supposed to be doing, but they will never did it. I feel they are giving us solution rather. You get it? It's okay. Ghana for things are going to be well. The economy is going to make economy better than CBBR.
Yo, and will be painty. And our boss will be in the background and not on channel.
Martin,
you'll be very baby. Because someone will say, I'm your dog. Ben, it's not
say, Obiti say you are John Drama in Mahama, the Bejinedi, because Abra Obebu or my first one. Second one, I think that this is the first time when you are external shocks. I want a mamum. First term now or buy and where you
I say Ebola buy, so to me, and I will Ebola.
On one person creative doom so 4 years the mile. I attend more.
So doom so na on breso na buy and as na on
breso.
And na doom so buy.
You are John Dramani abreso na doom so for 4 years. And you all can attest to that.
Na breso na buy and as na na breso na mu be ye din.
Na breso na you who doom so kese pa 4 years. I will be di ya ye doom so na meba radio e wo mo ha se ya generator sisi su tu ye hu biem e wo Ghana ha no mai na me no ka say dum so na say unity so ye de ye nkase bibi boni bi nto wo man no na ye nso ye nwehye bad emfama government no ye nyina say ye Ghana fo nti wuntimi nkase bibi nsi because ye say o ka say ejanhia see ye nyina ye dem nti no ye hwe ne pepe bompa ye ma ban ne say enema betimi atutu ye na omo assurance a omo de amaye no yintimi ene wo munye akinyi because omo ne de ye destiny oman ne destiny asha wo mun nsem for 4 years nti ni omo beka no eno na asi agidi but with it US Iran tokwa ne de sani omo aka se enye nsunsu aso obia wo oman no so no ye nyina ye nyintum sa ne mo mpa ye se omo de ose ebe ye oyo no oman no so ya fa ye ntima pafra
okay so na no mo se mampani ye mfumso bi e wona mahodo bi ho na okay say economic recovery in 2026 mama o say GDP edru $113 billion na ewo $83 billion from 2024 and na say 6.1% in growth and afi yeba inflation so na 23.8% in 2024 as we speak about 3.8 January 2026 job creation I say 1 million jobs created with nearly 1 million existing poverty they say nipa 1 million nya adwuma ama say na nema keka ko no hia buburu ana say nipa no mu no omo e free mu anisa energy sector so 250 million savings and also can want some and education so can be about massive expansion of free and inclusive education policies in Emaudo. Yeah, fano. Ebreniti say you can in Abu Mua. Emudio na who say enye sanity and I say the ohina more doubts or who are more raise concerns be on. All
right,
you 10 minutes on mama of 4 minutes.
Okay, and that's in your mission. So we hear sunana. And same baby or honma your man penny. Ebekan ya sebe eja ya na u station yiso nti me mpese me ka kire o mampani se odi ntro nsem ni bi wo hono mo kan ya enye nokore eno de se me kasa eja eye ne nsem ni bi wo ho a enye nokore na bi wo hono mo a eye hu yie na ne edikai ba ko pa eye mi hu yewura John Dramani Mahama se energy sector yade a omo save $250 million. Energy sector. Eja kwabena me no kasa yi ye dasumu enne ye wura John Dramani Mahama begina parliament aka kire ye say opon sumu a ye da ye nya kanea opon kanea boa ye den wo mamu ha a ye ntimento a ye wura John Dramani Mahama ato electricity mu 29.6%. Ama ye nyina ne ye wura say wa save $250 million a o save di aye den o de ma wan ye hu kire ye nya light. Ye to light aboden o to light 100 Ghana cedis 4 days na sa president si ni nyina mu no e ya de a wa save $250 million e de amagana for say ye nye ne de eja kwabra
ye ne ka energy sector
the people
as say di tuatua
ye de ka o si ye de ka e wo energy sector ye nya light ni bi light no boa ye den ba wa save na tell say we nya profit of $250 million e de akwa tua energy sector debt our person tell say e da won mo wakotua enso ye nya light
munya light
me no can say 3 days of Anko barrier mini light
3
good days from barrier ekokopem jonte light ni wo
aso fan nyina
aso fan de last wo de kwa momole no enra e baaye ba from wo de ba of Anko de ko jonte eko of Anko no e de kwa kobo adwa safo ye ne domefo no light ni wo 3 days wo ko to light no so a wo to light 100 Ghana cedis 4 days na sa na president abegina parliament akachire say wa save $250 million so de kwa kotua energy sector abi ayeda zumu sasem we woje ne say iti president asem na obeka fa energy sector no wodwire ho a wonti ase second one osase ora eye operation recover all route ade aban na timi anya musika 600 million Ghana cedis ogifiri ho am ho eja kwabra no se Ghana for eye na nado danko akufuado na point si ni bi wo hono a omo yakromfo omo awia wo man ni sika enti ore baba be disika na free omo ene o mampani abeka kire say waje 600 million Ghana cedis me pa to wagifiri ho am ho why and ye just 600 million cedis in every year. So president in the end me am a breakdown and can say ABCD sankrofo we want ya this Ghana every one more there. Not just as someone president can who did ye
say ye fan na ke so obobo mu nyina di say ye 10 cedis wo eja kwabena ho ye 15 cedis
eja kwabena obi a ye de wo man ya hye wo nsa se boa o man ne fa bi ye wo mu didie se wo betimi abo o man ne fa bi am yakoyanim na wo de wo position na wa ba be wia o man na enti ye hu nipa kura wa wia o man na anase ye ka wo mu bom o mo wia o man ni 600 million Ghana cedis ya shewdu o mo ya dis Ghana na
ye wia no mo wia na so mo bia ye mfa ne say bibi na okokoto ye mfa say ba sase bi okoto
recover all loot no mo ma ye ti ase se
ye kro no sa na wo ti ase
sa no mo ka kire ye nyame eja kwabra mo ka o wi asem wa no na wo krom ha se
o kan say enkrofo bi aton o man nsa ase bi num se sase bi o yato
o mo se
o man to no okwampa so eno ka ho bi
yes
en enkrofo bi sika kodi o mo nchen eno so ka ho bi nti enye se sika akodi nkofo
nchen na o to asase a na se oto asase no 1 million Ghana cedis and oto no 300,000 300,000 ye hwan ya
90% ko bubo din na
kebi o ya ne kire se amanfo awia o man no eniem sika se oman ni nya no akodi ya nkrakra fo bi wo enti mu ma ye ti ase se operation recover all loot na ase ne se obi a Ghana sika kodi no obi a na ye beje ya de back and o mampani abegina mrahye bedwam aba be ka kire ye se sika na o kan ye no na wo quantifier o mo se ye $21 billion but sa $21 billion ne ye tibi agimu 600 million Ghana cedis 6 million Ghana cedis ye different one more enti ni kwasi ya tu obi ye tu obi aso so obi ya o man sika eni kwasi ya
na say yokofo be kan say mi say wo matumi retrieve amount of money bi every ankrankre bi ho wo ma amodin eye obi ya enim say in every government institution bia can be say you recover such an amount from this you recover such an amount from that until wo dey now hwehwe say ke bobo di say jakwabra ya 200
600 million ya ba be say ora anim
and I'm say the ujiri san ke so mo ka say jakwabra ya 200 on ho be je masara 500 the lady ya 800
say operation cover loot no cover all loot no Why am I from phone this year?
Just say more budimba.
There be one money 600 million. Yes, because I remember what Bemu Pacho, some me wa Bemu. Now we say me a cromfo. Now what now within 1 year. That's what between the 600 million cedis are. Why no na 6 million cedis no?
Okay, me that say.
In fact, many ben you say esa wonya botere ma ho kakra. Eja last week na Mahama the president his excellency ekoma se bedwemu eko address the nation. Why want to say a constitutional mandate. We share article 67 of the 1992 Constitution. It gives the privilege to the president to go to parliament, say, or they, so far, the rundown of the nation, say, on my neck, Eddie Tuga, and Magana for in fact, John Dramani Mahama, president, a statement, no, your parliament, you know. I think Ghana is in the right direction. That is what I want to say. I'm not the only one feeling. Maybe me feeling say Ghana is in the right direction, but majority of Ghanaians are feeling say Ghana is in the right direction. I believe in research so much. It's almost Musa Dankwa institution have done a survey. They say about 60% of Ghanaians believe said the economy is moving in the right direction. And they say yes. In fact, Uko Joma, Bibia Boye for everything is going on so well. Ukwa emu buaba from Angwa buaba for Angwa etono about 1,500 Ghana cedi and Nekasi Angwa benya about 500 Ghana cedi. And they say there is hope in the economy. There is much hope in the economy.
They say they must say before I get to Abano. All rani ye bibia betu make say. Ye kan ho asem ye tie pama e be ye hu say ai bunsan bi na so afini Denya hunu hwe attorney general kwa koka se mi say obi na body team do kan na so won de ne krata mu no bibia ti say no embra doubt to be a man say I didn't moka na keke
never John Dramani you see last time Kasimichi was say John Dramani Mahama Abba so believe in legacy ya okwa itini ba betimi appoint to today say oba we say the man is never coming to joke Jacob na in fact me can say me waka today say John Dramani Mahama Abba believe as we do so. I want to ask my brother here. Say, buy no more to do so. What do they use to fix do so? I'm giving my time to you. I dare you to tell us what your government, the Kufadu government, used to fix the do so. You are talking about say, na ye kako and Mahama if you bole buy. I be additional Ghana for so. Then oh buying a Kufadu buying a survey do so. I dare you to tell us. You know this is what you have been doing. Nothing. Oh, you are a very renowned person. I will need you to be on my way. Napo. Dapo plant no the buy plant no the back kumase no one data plant the buy it was John Dramani Mahama oko atoabo gas plant na fill all this plant gas na fill all this plant was built by John Dramani Mahama wa first kana go to am na won kan you Jacob na one first kana for KK party you one first kana go try 11 keko he used the money for the betterment of Ghanaians Jacob na what is the Ghana Mahama kan aye boni. Let me tell you, under the NPP era, unemployment was about 14.9% because my brother don't do research into him, and then you can say unemployment was about 12.something%. Massive employment.
2% in a massive.
One year pony, Jacob na. 1 year pony. 1 year pony. Jacob na. You can say fuel price and the ASA. Under the NDC era, ASA, 1 liter ASA. About 10 point something. The one Jacob na. Under the tenure of office, not fuel boy ASA. Na fu boy say dollar aba o nyama yeti ase say onu de o ka obi a wa be Ekufodo ma yeti ase say onu de wonya F9 economics mu sa o tia e Ekufodo ma yeti Ghana for tia ase say onu de o co school no economics de say na teacher o mind de onu wonya F9 into the ba o mi aba say ba o mi be make sure say wa rescue economy no ana meboa oba de no be ye
ye de amamu abona mu ye
and then Jacob na dollar and then dollar you saying dollar cost to 9% 9 point something meboa na and then it's about 10 point something so then na wo pra enye then Mahama ka ye boni
all right now because about $21 billion no Obenya $21 billion no ana aye Mahama winning am kan
obi hanani the rate at which the NPP government stole this nation Jacob na nenya de ketwa
obeka ne sa obeka sa obene what gaga mo baka no
aya
again one
aya no ma bia MPP for ye but now we fit the case we so we Jacob na nenya we ya na tena aka kire say ay sorry ne bo amofodi ye sorry ne bo amofodi what is that communication no mo ye no what is that jandam no mo ye afu de ye di nkofunu fe ti ko tuaka no am say won de ye ti ya kai we know your we are coming na better radio so we can have them now you people are just mentioning names what is that
the hona masam ne me de no say omo kasa mo machine name enso mo so mai di na nkofo fa akire etua adentre mo machine name say mo see your machine name ne de your machine say me say betua tro betua simple na mo ka yes sir
let me tell you something the person ma what you say obi an ho abo Ghana sikim wodi Ghana sikibia no the person will be held accountable.
Okay.
We mention people's name. Okay. To me,
all right.
Papa now also very buffer stock. Ah, we mean so about brana on Bobra, General Bracon, we are Boba on Bobra, let me to die the Bribino, Yaboni Diana. If they worry, our NSS kind of ghost name, how they Abrewa, a Sinum Power, Josso. I will have 50 something years. And this year, NSS Oji Aketua 511 Abibiano. Yaboni Diana. Yaboni. Let me tell you, I don't really know what the MPP have not. Minimum say, I do or like the Mahama Kayano. I don't really know what they don't understand.
Or say, if you dare me, I'll mention it. Moso sende. Omuko bodin se see ya make say hey
I thought black fine so
enye sana mo beka 30 seconds
over Ejakwabra
yes
yenti ha no omobo kenufuri atedi yenti ha ne ebo wuntumi din yenti ha no abo Fred Oware ne omom keka wudi omun ya ji sika 600 million cedis no afiri omo ho a anasa yefo
they won't do
this because what bobo that 600 million cedis na mo age no mo di free ho am so omo ntimi amodi di Ejakwabra because of omodi ora eye twa pianti no omo ahye that sika bia ba beto enye no kore unless so omo bodi me pattern last one $1 million job creation a whole vice president social rights. He's going to make sure secondly yet your man will and yet say your own video station yet is my vice president and my yet say Banu Gudam. And one of the projects of my Bako was not Bafu Boni, our NCA, ni pass 7, yet one to Muso, your crumful. Yet, said the name Tamaku, so we are money seeker 70 million Ghana cedis, yet the no call, and my jail for 10 years. Meboa, I don't know to me more MP before
8, now to be
yet you go with each other.
Benjamin Asari, and one and okay, national communication team no me offer say o haju yo and afi the let them abiyu e kan this communication team na nke pese fa man fa dwen kire kakra so bere nti yentumi mfa utie Benjamin Asara samoka o sisa musi ni pana ye boni bia o ma fa kire etia mention their names so that Ghanaians will know sasemasi edi kase wo ba bitua esense wanya ne sa o say de amoka no enye no kore nti wademu MPP ademu se eye no kure se nipa bi afrechire etuetu ya so obetua wi a asemese Jakwabra me mafa chire betua no ma bomidin na chese yekoye enti ye de besia na madam asese munya bere baye na madam Benjamin Nisia so asese unya bere ne hwehwe komo ewo telephone so o kina ye honya kopon adom a ye besia ba midin e de Jakwabra kra munyina ma munyina mu ne hwe eni de ye